But let's check out Foreign Affairs Minister Shirley Ayokor-Botchwey, who's saying that, Ghanaians should forgive. They should forgive and forget. And, this comes after Mr. Yisi Boateng has been widely condemned for his divisive comments. And, of course, many are calling for his resignation. And Shirley Ayokor-Botchwey comes in to say, listen, the man has been a good man, and I quote, she says, Yisi Boateng has been a father for all and must be forgiven. Question is this statement soothing enough to convince Ghanaians to let the issue go?
Well, as a human being, if someone have done something wrong, and then he have regretted that what he have done is no good, at least they have to forgive him. Because Jesus Christ forgive people whom commit crime against him, but Jesus Christ forgive others. So why can't you, as human being, forgive him?
We have to just forgive him because, as a diplomat, he represents the country. Besides, Ghanaians, we are all entitled to government help, whatever. So, all I would say, just forgive him because it was not appropriate, actually. Realistically speaking, it's not appropriate. And it was just one of those mistakes that a person makes.
I think there are elderly people who have said much more than this one. So they should say, just forget about it and then let's move on. Because this man is man for everyone.
We are Ghanaians. Me, I'm a Ghanaian. But her statement, which is make, is very bad. You understand? If you check his comments, he said whether take it or not. So why should he say so? So that means he knows what he's talking about. And if I'm the president, that very day I will sack him.
Darling, forgive and forget. Well, let's see if this will convince you enough.
All right, so...
Israel, hold on. Let's check this out. If this can convince us.
Thank the Almighty that I'm able to say with pride, I am a Ghanaian.
Well, Ghanaian, but some are more Ghanaian than others. Well, Ghanaian, but some are more Ghanaian than others.
Okay, so let's check out what you've been posting on Facebook.
Yisi Boateng says, to me, the man has apologized, and I believe we should allow the issue to die out. After all, what the man said was an open secret, which is 100% practiced in Ghana. We are being sanctimonious and crucifying the ambassador as if it's something new. The old man has apologized, and it's enough. And Bunaf says, few hours before that funny apology emanated from the Flagstaff House, that Yisi Boateng vehemently defended his shameful comments on the Busia FM in Kumasi, were from that ugly apology. Nasser says, former ECF Rajan once said in the election petition case, humans are fallible. He has apologized, and I think he should let the matter, we should let the matter rest. People like Joseph Yamin and co said worse things than that, and NDC said nothing about that. Waka, really? Right, Bembella says, now this is the attitude that is holding Ghana back. We are unable to discipline people in authority to set an example to others. We elect indisciplined and lawless people to rule over us and expect to develop. This Foreign Affairs Minister must resign. Yes, she has no right to hold brief for him. Better of the same feather, as you say.
And by Jeremiah says, the man has apologized. Let us all accept it and move ahead as a nation. The unqualified apology rendered is enough because no one is perfect. He has learned his lessons. He should go and sin no more. And Michael Asari says, not at all. Such statements are very distasteful in diplomatic circles and do not depict a picture of a country willing to forge ahead in unity. I honestly think that he must either jump or get pushed off the boat. And those are some comments on Facebook. Also, some students of the Ghana Senior High School in Koforidua are receiving treatment following a suspected case of food poisoning. Now, the students complained of stomach ache after eating wache at the school's canteen. Now, the FDA has taken up the matter and intends to close down the school's canteen. This brings back the conversation on sanitation in our schools. So tell me, back in secondary school, were you satisfied with the hygienic conditions in your school's kitchen?
It wasn't 100% well, but at least it was manageable. The dining, the dirt and all that, and also our dormitories, like we were too packed.
Talking about food, I think we had the best of it on based on the hygienic condition. But talking about the washrooms and stuff, I wouldn't rate it to 100%. I would say it was just 70%.
It wasn't bad, actually. It wasn't bad. But the thing was that during my time, we were completing with the third years. So the rooms were congested, and I think the dining halls too, because I think we were many, that's why, but it wasn't bad.
All right, that's not all. A lot more of your comments are on Facebook. Let's check them out.
James Abusanga says, back in my secondary school, the hygienic conditions of the kitchen can easily be be detected from the dressing of the pantrymen. Felicia Na Ayele says, in every school, there is always 1 or 2 food items that you don't miss when it's dining time. For me, the king cake, so soft and nice and fine with some well-dried fish. And by Jeremiah says, the environment was beyond excellent in the area of hygiene. The school management have slept on their duty to ensure that the kitchen was operated under hygienic conditions, just that the food was always too small.
And goodness comes in to say, back in the days, we're using black and white TV, but now we've developed I say Ariba to MTN to smart curved TVs. Therefore, don't expect my kids to experience what I might go through then in school. Google the meaning of change. But see what says, you are in Fijai SHS secondary, very hungry. The siren screams and you rush to the dining hall to fill your stomach. No time to check hygienic conditions before you go and eat. Massa, secondary school life there is only God who watches over us, not the wisdom of science and technology. And Ishaq Pinusa says, back in the days at Nobisco, we the student body helped to keep the kitchen and its environment clean. And those are some of your comments on Facebook. And finally, many of the games we used to enjoy when we were young are no longer around. I'm talking about the Ampe, Oware, Ludo, Pilolo, Potomanto, Sakyodong, and the likes. But thanks to advent of smartphones, these games have been replaced by the Subway Surfers, the Candy Crush, the Angry Birds, and the list goes on. Now, on Throwback Thursday today, we want you to tell us about your favorite game back then.
My favorite game is Pilolo.
Okay, so how was Pilolo?
Okay, it was done in such a way that one will go and hide a stick, maybe a number of sticks, like 5 sticks, and then the people who will be involved will be like 5 people. And that's how it is done. You go and hide the stick, then also the other people will go and come and in search of the stick. The first person to find the stick will be the winner of the game.
It was called Pele, and it's usually a drawn box that you use a stone when you throw it, and then you jump and then make sure the stone doesn't fall on the line. When it falls on the line, that means you are out of the game, and then your opponent will also start another one. So that's how it's been played. So the first person to finish is the winner.
My favorite game was John to Master, Master to John. It's like we line up, we are a group of people, we just gather, we line up, and then we pick 2 people who are masters, like John and then the master. And then we number ourselves 1 to probably 5, or the number of people that we are. And then we just start John to Master, Master to John, John to 2. So if you are the last person to say, or probably you forget your number or you forget who you are, then you are out. Like, that's how the game was.
It's very interesting back then. Let's check out what you've been posting on Facebook.
Sylvia says, Baby low, baby.
Hide and seek.
Okay. I tell you, no one has been able to find me till now. I hide at places you never imagined. Bishop says, stay. Okay, I remember stay. I could punish people I hated by playing the ball far away. But I would always break into a fight whenever I was the one to be punished. But Jeremiah says, that time, nothing there inside my head, cry. I don't know anything. Was always crying over small things. And then Aziz says, Filolo was my favorite game. I'm hoping to start it at old age, really.
Old man, what game? Okay. And Sadat says, when take me back to this thing, Power Lokoto was really fun. Felicia Naile says, this one, the elective or worry. And Brad Noble says, my favorite game was Jack, where are you? And Ismail Halil says, my favorite game was simply laziness. Oh, okay, you're such a lazy chap. Oswald says, Cha-Cha, aka gambling. And you can call it, what, super bets now?
Well, and there was one other one, gutter to gutter.
Which was that?
Okay.
What?
That's okay.